ready, man. Let's go.
All right, here we go. All the mics are off.
Hello, hello.
Whoa. Any mic. This is Mike. Okay, great. We are back for programming here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we're a little behind, little tech difficulties, but let's get right into it. So we're doing Welcome to a Web3 World of AI Entertainment and Humanity with Emil Jimenez. Take it away.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get the slides up, please. All right. First and foremost, I want to introduce some concept to you. At the end of this talk, you'll be able to speak to a digital version of me. So scan this code and start asking, think of a question you would ask the digital version of me. So today I'm in Dubai, but this week I'm going to be at meetings with my sales teams at pitches, because every question that a salesperson, or rather every question that a client or potential client is going to ask me is already in my digital twin to answer. So I'm literally scaled myself already. So think of what question you would ask a digital twin, because it's always a new concept. So, but I like to begin by putting a bit of framework into what is humanity and where are we today. So this is me. I'm a marketing guy who somehow got a crazy idea to build a digital twin of himself. I'm a father of 2 girls. I speak 6 languages. It's just a little bit of a taste of who I am. But this is me 2 million years ago. This is all of us 2 million years ago. We were just, trying to make do. And this creature here is called Homo habilis. That was the first hominid to create a tool. And that changed society. That changed everything. And if you think about AI as a tool, not as a technology, it's a tool. It changes your framework of mentality, because it's just like this gentleman here with the rock. That rock gave him scale. Boom, now I can hit something with more force. That rock I can break into little pieces. Now I can do different tools for different things, and I can specialize. And that specialty, that scale, that changed culture, literally. So what happens is the tools we use change the cultures, changes our culture. AI is just another tool. And keep that thought in mind. And if you look at that rock, now you have specialization, right? One gentleman was, skinning the skin off. The other one was taking the ears off. All of these rocks were scaled in a way to create specialization. So that forced us to create language. And if you think about society as a humanity, that's really what separates us from monkeys and dogs and animals. It's our ability to communicate. Within these 2 million years, we developed complex language. Verbal, visual, written, storytelling, because in order for stories to live on. And the key ingredient to this entire thing was time, predicting future events, and self-awareness. And if you guys were here for the Deepak Chopra video, one of the things he said is our key to humanity is self-awareness. I was quite, and our key to our spirituality is self-awareness. Because once we're self-aware, we're able to grow. We're able to expand. And if you think of what is an algorithm, it goes back in time and it says, oh, this is thing, let's try that. Let's try this. And it creates massive amounts of self-awareness over and over at scale. So self-awareness is literally a recursive model. It's AI, like Descartes says, I think, therefore I am. And that ability to think is what makes us human. It's what makes us important, what makes us interesting. So once again, I'll give you an opportunity to scan this and upload a question so that you can ask a question to my digital twin, and it'll be a demo. This is the first time I'm demoing my digital twin live, other than my wife that's in the back with my baby, and my mother tried it the other day. And I can tell you, it passed the mom test. When your wife and your mom shed a tear because they hear you in a digital format, and the way you speak and what you say is you, it's like a rebirth. The closest experience I've had to that moment was literally the birth of my children, right? Because kids are a concept inside a stomach. And until they come out, you're like, oh, wow, this is a thing. Like, this is literally how I experienced my digital twin. And if you look at the why now, I got this idea in 2020. And I've been developing ever since. But 2020 was a key moment of time for everyone. Because once 5G came in, we had a lot more data, a lot more bandwidth. So all that data started fueling language models and all kinds of other models out there. So that's a key moment in time, and the next 10 years are critical for us. So if you think of what a digital twin is, and AI, and humanity, the digital twin is the foundation for our AI-enhanced humanity, because now we become digitized. I like to say that the next personal computer is you. So I will walk over here and show you my digital twin. Let me. Now, if you guys have used Slido, I'll pop up the questions here. So I've got one here. What do you think about your real life twin? So I'm going to ask it now. Anything like that. You hear that? What do you think about your real life twin? Hello, hello. The question. The meaning of life is a profound and philosophical question that has been pondered by many throughout history. While there may not be a definitive answer, it is a deeply personal and subjective concept. For me, the meaning of life lies in the pursuit of happiness, personal growth, and making a positive impact on the world and the people around us. It's about finding purpose and fulfillment in our own unique journey. What does the meaning of life mean to you? So if you noticed, I asked it a very deep philosophical question. What is the meaning of life? And this is trained on my recordings. I've only have about 40 recordings of questions around life, and I took interviews and podcast stuff from my life and dumped it into a data, and it's only about 80 kilobytes. 80 kilobytes of data can give you a pretty good answer to how I would respond. And if you notice, it's got my voice and things like that. So now, basically, it is all about dumping data into a data lake that keeps adding memories to the digital twin. I'm sorry? So from the way you interact with it is just upload anything that you think has value. How did you meet your wife? You know, what is the meaning of life? What makes you happy? How did you come up with an idea like Mind Bank? So if you come up with if you look at what started this entire journey for me was my little 4-year-old daughter. She was interacting with Siri one day and she said, "Daddy, what is this?" And I said, "Siri." So, honey, this is Siri. She's a friend. Say hi, Siri, and ask her a question. And the first question out of her mouth was, "Siri, do you have a mommy?" And she's like, Siri, do you like ice cream? And she started having a beautiful conversation. And she said at one point, Siri, I love you. You're my best friend. And then I said to myself, this is amazing. Her life is going to be so different from ours. How can I become Siri so she can always have daddy? Right? And that's a wonderful thing to always be able to give your kids wisdom, storytelling, love, all these things that, we're not going to be here forever. And in the journey, I discovered that not only is it an amazing tool for self-reflection, but it also can represent me when I'm not there. From a perspective of business, literally, it's going to meetings this week to represent me at a meeting with a sales meeting. Life, my kids can now ask daddy, what is the meaning of life? And that answer is very close to me. If you know me, you understand that that's how I think. I'm all about like really humanity and making an impact. So I welcome you guys, everyone. Go to emil.mindbank.ai when you get home and interview me. It's stress tested, give it a shot, because this is just the beginning. You can all have this in a matter of days, minutes, literally, because we're about to launch a version where you can just upload documents, record 10, 20 recordings, and that's it. You have your version. Because this is a journey. You're constantly going to be building it. Can you switch to the slide, please? Just to close this off. The other one. There you go. So, ultimately, this is humanity's desire. It's literally what links us to AI. It is about going beyond what we are today, improving on what we were yesterday, and in the case of something like this, is literally going beyond space and time, because now you can be inherited by your family. All that wisdom and love and storytelling could be forever stored and interacted with. So like I like to say, our motto and our tagline at Mindbank is go beyond. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this show. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Emil. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we're going to get set up for our final talk of the day. Are we ready? We are. All right, cool. Actually, they didn't even show me, but I'm just going to assume we are. So let's get into it. Stories. It's a workshop. Stories from songs, past and present. How has AI transformed the music industry and the creative process? What's new, the good, the bad, and the everything in between? I'm super interested in this one. I come from the entertainment industry, so I'm really curious. I've heard the good and bad and everything from my side of it, so I'm curious to hear what they say. Our moderators, Ralph Simon and Oscar Wendell, right here moderating too. Or is he? To the stage. He does this to me. So, all right, we'll give him a minute. Well, we start starting in a minute, but go ahead and grab a refreshment. I know it's the end of the day. There may not be that much left, but I do see some juice and coffee and some tea. And we'll be right back.